Hi, Kapun Piso here. You know where the whole Christian nonsense has started? A long time ago? I said a few things in my video, because it's a long story. But now, with all this commotion about the Christ-psychotic theotards going after Obama's ideas and belief, thinking that he's a Muslim and all that nonsense people are talking. Theotarded. I have to give you a little bits and pieces of where the whole thing came from. Alright, got Pun Piso here. Now, we know, as I said ad nauseum, we create thought with our brains. Where did religious beliefs came from? Where did Christianity, Judaism, Islam, and other religious beliefs from ancient times came from? The supernatural, gods, the netherworld, life after death existed thousands of years ago. Today, God does not exist. The reason we know this is because Santa is basically the father that brings the gift to his children. This attire was the dress and the attire of ancient Rome. The toga virilis, was very, very big, very large fabric. Everything it was sacred. The garment was sacred, and the color was sacred. The blue color was obtained by mollusk, as I did in my previous videos. In Judea, which was basically Roman citizens also in the province of Judea, that was controlled by a Romanophile that believed in the Lord and God, Iulius Caesar the Christus, Herod, the great builder, that he was also considered son of God. He was a high priest also, so he controlled the religious beliefs, everything. He written the religious beliefs in Judea. So the people believe in what he said. He created the Bible, his own Bible, just like Hitler, Christian Hitler, created his, called Mein Kampf. We are in the 21st century. We are not in the 3rd century. So religious beliefs are a form of retardation. They are an anachronism. Like the Vatican, the priesthood, they all derive from the Roman religion. There were many religions, but the most important was the cult of Divus Iulius, after the Lord and Savior Iulius Caesar, that forgave the sins and loved everybody, was sacrificed, his blood spilled. So the evil Senate, that's what the idea, personified as Satan, as a Luperci, as an evil creature, the god Iulius Caesar, he became the cult of Divus Iulius, especially after he resurrected in the shape of his comet, the comet of 44 BCE that appeared during the games, his funeral games given in his honor, and the honor of his mother, Venus Genetrix, the life giver, by the son of God, Octavius Caesar, which actually from the Iuli family, but he became Augustus. Augustus means exalted, is a title. Christianity initiated, which means the follower of Christus, and Iulius Caesar was one, was a religion that was initiated by Constantine I, 325 CE. That's where the Catholic Church was developed, the Church, the Holy Church, the Vatican, the lands, and everything else. Intellectualist nation started, and intolerance. initiated by Constantine I. Everything evolves. Language evolves, we evolve, tradition evolve, religious beliefs evolve, everything. The education of the countries is given impetus to chryspsychosis, to the deluded cancer of the brain. They believe in imaginary friends, in zombie Jesus, in other nonsense. This is called Christianity. And there are many, many variations of this perfidious, immoral, and detestable belief that stagnate the intellect. Are these people? You just listen to these idiots. Are they sane? Don't think so. Ted Haggard, a Christ psychotic that loves to worship penis Christ. This immoral, idiotic, dysfunctional retard that believes in zombie Jesus is a hypocrite. See where he gets him? Belongs in a mental institution. Family Research Council, lunatics, they're stuck in the 12th century believing in this nonsense. They had no idea that Christianity began in the Roman Empire, the worship of the Christus. And the Christus was nothing but the immolated God and Savior, son of Venus, Gaius Iulius Caesar Christus. The most important thing and the quality of human brain is to be a skeptic. Don't ever believe anything anybody tells you. Not even what I didn't tell you. Don't believe me. Do research and connect the dots. Do research. Don't take anything for granted and accept anything that people tell you. One must always keep in mind that the more one knows and the more knowledge we put in our brains and information, the more difficult it is for others to lie. The God and Savior Iulius Caesar was a God, and he was a Christus. The Jews, which are to a Roman citizen, they were merchants in Judea, along with the Arabs, with all the same people, they were merchants. They loved him. He protected them. He was the son of David. And also he was a great carpenter, the great builder of bridges, the archiereos megistus in Greek, builder of bridges, which in Latin is Pontifex Maximus, great builder of bridges. And the person that holds the title of that is now the usurper, the Pope, Benedictus XVI. Theotard, yet that is an usurper of the Roman emperors, the divine emperors, beginning with Caesar, the forgiver of sins. Our Holy Father, Savior, resurrected, immolated Savior, Gaius Iulius Caesar Christ, forgiver of sins, was sacrificed, and he actually believed to be resurrected. That's what Jesus Christ came from. There was incredible tolerance in the Roman Empire. There was not racism. It made no difference if you were green or yellow or whatever. And you can, we're all bisexual, so therefore you have your boyfriends and girlfriends, your wife, and all that. So it was very highly moral. The Lord and Savior Iulius Caesar, Gaius Iulius Caesar, he, a forgiver of sins, was an Epicurean, practiced Epicurean philosophy, which is an actually atheist philosophy, highly intellectual. The same thing of his father-in-law, my namesake, Lucius Calpurnius Piso Caesoninus. Believing the gods was useful for the intelligentsia, the intellectuals, like Gaius Iulius Caesar, his grandnephew Octavius Caesar, that became Augustus. You use religion and beliefs with many gods, grace tolerance, to keep the people quiet and obedient, Superstition does wonders for that. Iulius Caesar, in the Epicurean philosophy, established a tremendous morality. The 40 dictum of Epicurus were highly moral. And from then, we have the golden rule, which in Latin is ab alio expectes alteri quod feceris. Do unto others as you would done unto yourself. It was wonderful. The intellect, customs, tradition, and high morality of the immense and vast Roman Empire began to disintegrate in the 4th century, early 4th century, when Constantine, the son of Constantius Chlorus, the pale one, empire has been divided into tetrarchy by Diocletian. But anyway, that's when Constantine wanted to have the whole empire to himself, and he defeated Maxentius, establishing, he was in Rome, establishing the one religion, the religion of the Christus, as the only religion accepted. The Roman Empire, that's when he started putting together all the church, all the fantasies, all the delirium and the whole works, and started creating all these different texts, which eventually would become the Bible, the Vulgate, 70 years later, and introducing the Dark Ages and the stupid religious beliefs that we have today in the United States. We shouldn't have that. We're in the 21st century. These retards belong in mental institutions. They're disgusting. They have immorality, the cancer of the brain. Christianity is a disgusting, genocidal, psychopathic sect. We know all the stuff that happens with these idiots. The Crusades, we have the Inquisitions, believe what I'm telling you, otherwise I'll kill you, in the name of my zombie Jesus, and the same crap. And they're all true Christians, because a true Christian is a person that believes that a zombie, a guy named Jesus, resurrected to save with his blood. He was sacrificed and resurrected to save with his blood from the sin committed by a mud man and a rib woman he had created when he disobeyed his orders and accepted a fruit offered by a talking snake. These people are retarded, extremely retarded and sick, just like schizophrenics, belong in mental institutions. Everything that we have in this great country of ours, United States of America, emulated the Roman Empire. The Republican Party, the Democrat Party, all come from the optimates and populares. The Roman Empire, the Senate come from the Roman Empire, the custom, the traditions, everything, including the religion, all come from the Roman Empire. The municipium, the words, tons of things, all from the Roman Empire. And the retarded Christians don't understand it. It wasn't intolerant. It was extremely tolerant until these retarded morons distorted everything completely. That's disgusting. And unfortunately, they don't pay taxes, and they should. These idiots should pay taxes. And the government of the United States should treat these morons that go to church all the time, go to believing all these imaginary friends, to mental health clinics where their brains can be repaired. You have Zoloft, you have Ciprasidone, many drugs that I can actually give to these morons to cure them from the depression, psychosis, and this delusion-inducing disease. We don't need them, controlling the government and telling us, mentally healthy people, also known as atheists, what to do. Christian people, as well as any other religion people, are sick. They need our help. Remember, keep the brain healthy, but a lot of information here. Don't believe anything that anybody tell you unless you check it out. The truth is a bitch. Pace di oro. Remember, facts talk and Christian bullshit and deluded psychopathy presented as fact walks.